Welcome to You Gotta See This Movie, Halloween edition.
Woo!
Halloween edition top 5. And today, instead of a top 5 of me, Jim, going back and forth, we are going to talk about the movies of Stephen King.
He's gonna scare the hell out of you.
Yes.
You
Yes.
missed that ad, right? It was like a TV commercial.
I think I was, I don't
maybe too little.
too little.
It was a TV ad for Maximum Overdrive, and I just remember burned into my memory. Stephen King looking at the camera saying, "I'm gonna scare the hell out of you."
I'm gonna scare the hell out of you.
So, Maximum Overdrive, not going to be one of the movies we talk about today.
You didn't
But,
like it, huh? You didn't like that one?
No, it's okay. But it's the only movie he ever directed
Yeah.
himself. And I don't know, it's
I saw it once. It's got the truck with the scary clown green goblin.
Spider-Man villain. Yep.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
Spider-Man? I thought it was just like a goofy, scary toy.
No.
Because it's a toy truck, right?
Yeah.
Delivering toys?
Yeah, no, it's a definitely ripoff of the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. Looks
Oh.
exactly like it.
Well, why is it on the front of the truck?
I don't know. This is how you decorate trucks back then.
A truck delivering toys.
Truck delivering toys. Yeah.
But the story was like stuff, all the machines like go out of control and start killing people, right?
Yes.
So was there anybody driving that truck?
No. Truck
It just showed up.
yeah, it just showed up.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, if you're into this sort of stuff, please like and subscribe. And before we even get into our list, please let us know what your favorite Stephen King movie adaptations are. Like I said, we're talking about Stephen King. I love Stephen King.
Hence the shirt.
Hence the shirt.
Stephen King rules.
If you can put in the comments on what movie this shirt is from, we could be friends because I would be very impressed if you knew what movie this is from.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So I love Stephen King. Have you ever read any of his books?
Nope.
Not a one.
Not a one.
Yeah, I've read. Let's see, these are short stories. So I have a couple of these. I've read this one. I've read like half of this one. I've read that one.
Skeleton Crew. Is this short stories?
It's a
But
bunch of
that's not
short stories.
a-
That
that's
one
not-
has The Mist in it,
Oh,
which is a
okay.
really good
All right.
Stephen King movie
Nice.
that we're not going to talk about.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I've always just liked him, and then as I've gotten older and writing little short stories myself, I read his book that he written on how to write books.
Oh.
Very, very entertaining and very, I don't know, very informative. And I like his process. I mean, this guy cranks out books left and right,
You just crank them out.
just cranking them out. And
Yeah.
there are so many Stephen King books that have been made into movies that probably people don't even realize that it's a Stephen King story.
That makes sense.
So like Stand By Me, Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile. He wrote all those stories.
But those weren't spooky.
Right. He doesn't just do spooky
He doesn't
stuff,
do spooky.
but-
Okay.
All right. So today we are going to talk about 5 Stephen King movies that we both watched.
Yeah. And we went through them and
We
kind
went
of picked,
through
and we
'em.
picked out the ones that were notable.
Yes.
Right?
So I wouldn't say like this is a list of like my favorite Stephen King movies, but
No.
this is a good list. Like, if you want to watch some of these movies, start here. So let's dig into it.
Let's do it.
Do you want to start with oldest to newest or newest to oldest?
Wow.
And by newest, like the 80s.
I know. Yeah, let's do chronological order. Let's do
Okay.
that. That'd be fun.
All right. So
All right.
then that brings us to
He reaches for the DVD.
Salem's Lot.
Oh.
I don't even know where to put this.
Now, you say it's a movie, but it was actually a TV miniseries, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That they cut it down to make into a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salem's Lot, 1979, I think.
1979.
Made for TV.
When you watch it, you can kind of tell where the commercial breaks are.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought the same thing. It's like, dun. Then they just jump right in.
And they jump in. Okay, I had this idea. All
Okay.
right. I want to have a video streaming service of movies, right? You get commercial breaks with period correct commercials.
Oh,
Now, wouldn't that
okay.
be fun?
You know, there
I
are
think-
YouTube channels that do that, that just show not movies, but they'll show like a bunch of just 19 commercials from 1984.
No, but what you do is you get the
Yeah,
movie.
I
You
get
get the movie, and sometimes you like the commercial break because you run to the kitchen to get a snack, right?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and put the commercials in, but make them, period correct.
Period piece.
It'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, the brand new Chrysler Cordova with Corinthian leather.
a lot of cigarette commercials.
A lot of
A lot of cigarette commercials, especially 1979.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Right.
You got to find the people that record the movies off of TV
Yeah.
and have the commercials in it. Because I have quite a few movies
I do too.
that have the commercials, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
down memory lane.
But anyway, Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot.
You just recently saw it for the first time. What were your thoughts?
It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun. Got a little bit of nostalgia in it, and I'm not a vampire guy.
Okay.
Vampires are probably my least favorite monsters.
Okay.
Bat guys that suck your blood. I don't know. I just think it's kind of dumb. But anyways, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And what I really liked about it was the practical effects.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be like the theme that we, in all these movies we picked.
Yeah.
We're big practical effects guys. But for those of you who have not seen Salem's Lot, it's about a quiet New England town
Mm-hmm.
that people just slowly start disappearing because there's a vampire there.
Yeah.
And the town starts getting overrun by vampires.
Mm-hmm.
So
Got James Mason, Captain Nemo.
Captain Nemo,
He's in it. Yeah.
that's right, plays the villain. No, who do you play?
He's the museum
The
curator.
curator, that's right.
But he's in on the whole vampire
That's
thing.
right. He's helping Mr. Barlow.
Well, he's importing them, right? He's importing them in the
He
crates.
does import them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's the guy that like, oh, Mr. Barlow doesn't, I handle his affairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this movie. The first time I ever saw it, I saw it in the 90s, maybe early 2000s. They remade it with Rob Lowe. That was the first
Oh.
I ever saw it. Then I went back and saw this one. Felt like this one's better. But this month in October, HBO is remaking it. So I'm really curious to see how what they do with it.
Hmm.
So
I like this. I like this version.
Yeah.
David Soul plays David Soul, right?
yes,
He's a Starsky and Hutch. He's one of those guys.
that's right. Yeah.
Is he Starsky or Hutch? I don't know which one.
I don't know, but yeah, you're right. He is in that show.
Yeah.
But yeah, loved Salem's Lot. It's good. I recommend it to anyone who wants to watch a Stephen King spooky movie.
Yeah. You know what was fun is like when they showed the Nosferatu, the head vampire guy.
Yeah,
He's just right there.
he's just right
It
there.
wasn't in the shadows. It wasn't like a quick peek.
Nope,
He's just right there,
Yeah.
full screen, just standing there.
standing there.
Hey, look, there he is.
And there's like, with all of Stephen King stuff, there's creepy elements to it, right? There's
Oh, the house, man.
the house
vampire
is creepy, or the some of the kid vampires are staring out the window.
Oh, that
and
was
their
freaky.
eyes.
Yeah, that's probably the scariest.
Mhm.
That's the nightmare fuel image there with the little floating kid outside the window.
Yeah. Let me in.
Yeah, that was creepy,
Yeah.
but it was good.
All right. Well, let's get to our next one.
Chronologically,
Chronologically, 1980, The Shining.
it's not about polished chrome.
Not about polished chrome as much as you want it to be that. So before we go any further, I feel like I owe it to Stephen King to let you know, you probably know this, that this was Stephen King's least favorite film adaptation
I did
that
not
he
know
did.
that.
He did not like Stanley Kubrick's vision for the movie.
What Stanley Kubrick wants to do, probably
He wants to do it.
He just does it.
Yeah.
There's no. Yeah.
Now, that being said, again, in the late 90s, they remade this,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a TV miniseries, and I felt was horrible.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's because I'm just so ingrained with this movie, but the 90s one was very much Stephen King was like, this is my version. This is my,
Oh.
and I did not think it was as good as this.
Is
But
that another Maximum Overdrive situation?
he
where-
didn't direct it. No, he just was just like, he's stuck to,
Oh.
but yeah, back to this movie.
Yeah.
This is one that like you need to, if you really want to get kind of freaked out, I wouldn't say scared, but if you want to get freaked out, watch The Shining.
Is it going to scare the hell out of you?
Kind of. So yeah, I mean it's freaky. I mean it's the whole idea like this dad gets stir crazy, in a sense.
He does. He's mean though. I mean, he's really mean. I
Yeah.
really felt bad for Wendy.
Yeah.
She's nice. Wendy's nice. Don't be so mean to Wendy. Come on, man.
Do you think he was always like that, or do you think?
I think he always had that little edge to him.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah,
It's
he
Jack Nicholson, man. He always looks like he's
flips out. But the whole idea is
those
like he's
scary eyes and those scary eyebrows.
Yeah.
Man. He always
he's taking care of a summer resort during the winter.
Yeah.
So it's just him and his family, isolated,
6 months.
6 months.
Or 5 months, something like that.
And he ends up going crazy.
We're
Right.
doing spoilers, right?
I don't know. There's some movies I don't think we should.
Or should we not?
I don't know.
Let's do. Not everybody's maybe
I
has
feel
seen
like-
this one.
I feel like if you're interested in seeing The Shining, they probably already have. I don't know. If my son's watching this, we should not do spoilers because he wants to watch this.
Oh.
But he is way too young.
Well, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but anyways, but the whole idea was like, hey, you know, we've had, you know, another family come up and it didn't go well, but you'll be fine.
You'll be fine, even though they
Right.
they killed. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
We can't spoil. I want to talk about the movie. We can't do spoilers.
Let's do spoilers. Let's just do spoilers.
Okay, so the idea that I take from this is that it's almost like, wait, what's the lead character's name? It's Wendy.
Jack.
Jack. Like Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Oh, he kept his name. Made it easier for direction.
Is it Jack or is it
I think it is Jack.
Terrence?
John, Jack. Maybe.
Oh, Torrance. Yeah, writer Jack Torrance is his last name.
yeah, Jack. Yeah.
Jack. All right.
Yeah. So he's
Not Johnny.
so okay. So
Even though he says here's Johnny, it's
yeah. So yeah. So my take is he's just basically sort of the reincarnation of the previous guy that went
okay.
crazy.
Yeah. So there
Because-
is some weird. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you're bringing that up.
Because in the end, there's a picture of him in the ballroom in the 20s. Oh wait, but he's the same looking guy though. He wouldn't be.
Well, that's the whole idea that like they say when he says, "Don't you understand? You've always been here."
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was necessarily him or like a spirit,
Like the
You know,
spirit takes
almost
over
like
him.
possessed
Uh,
him.
Or is it the
There's-
hotel? Didn't they say something about
I think it's the hotel.
somebody said like even a hotel, the
has
hotel has the
memories or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's the place, and it corrupted him. Because it wasn't just him that was experiencing things. I mean, the boy, he was seeing things.
Well, he was seeing things even before they even
because he's got the
got there.
shinning.
inning.
That's a Simpsons reference.
Okay.
Like, don't you mean The Shining? Because no, you want to get sued. Anyways,
Oh,
watch The Simpsons.
okay.
Um,
Well, the name kind of throws you because you think The Shining. What does that mean? What does that even mean? The Shining. Oh, the shiny snow. Shiny
I
something?
guess. But
No,
it's
but
power.
It refers to the special gift of the person that can
Mm-hmm.
speak in The Shining. Something.
Yeah.
So the
It's like
kid.
power.
The kid has it. The
Groundskeeper
ground or the cook. He was a cook.
or
right?
the cook. Yeah.
Yeah, he has the power.
Poor guy. I always feel bad for the cook.
That's awful, man.
He's like just on vacation.
yeah.
Drives all the way out there.
Now who's that actor? That was
Scatman Crothers.
that Grady? Was that Grady from the? No, what?
I'm pretty sure
He was on a
Scatman
TV
Crothers.
show, like a popular TV show.
It's Scatman Crothers. That's his name.
Yeah, but wasn't he on Sanford and Son? Wasn't he like a main character
don't
on
know.
Sanford and Son? He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
great actor. Yeah, he's a great character.
that's a perfect example of like, you should just leave well enough alone. Because he didn't really do anything other than just show up and get killed. He didn't stop nothing.
Yeah, he didn't really like.
Yeah.
If he knew what was going down, he should have like brought a gun with him or something.
Right. Yeah.
Something. I mean, he just shows up. Hey, how's everybody okay?
Well, turns out you're not. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways, I like The Shining. The score, the musical score, even the opening scene when they're flying, or it's a plane, it's a camera, and you're picking up the lake and stuff, and that dun dun, just
and he's cruising up the road in his little yellow Volkswagen.
From the beginning, it's dread.
Yeah,
just dread. Yeah,
I was impressed at the speed that Volkswagen was going up the hill. I thought that was pretty good.
Doesn't mess around.
Yeah, was it like a 73? I think it was a 73 Beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, The Shining. All right, next one.
Chronologically.
Any guesses?
Well, I got the dates.
Okay,
list.
so you're cheating. I see.
Well, I didn't cheat. I just wanted to have a reference.
1983's Christine. The story about a boy and his car.
1958 Plymouth Fury.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the Plymouth Belvedere.
Oh, yeah. We don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah. That's true.
The Fury would just had some different little extra trim features and stuff.
We were kind of talking about this.
Yeah.
So this is, again, like a story of a boy in his car, but the car is alive, or as you put it, sentient.
And I meant to look that up to make sure we're using the proper term.
Yeah. And it kills people.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, out of all, it's been a while since I've seen this movie. So this is the one movie that I haven't seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance to watch it before we met up, but I can't remember. Do they explain how that car is alive?
No, I mean, because it's right out of the factory. It's on the assembly line.
I do remember that.
All the other cars are white. Christine's the only car that's red, which is notable. Which makes you wonder if Christine changed her color to be different. Like why? Unless it was a special order car, but.
And I do remember.
But I think one of the guys, it's like one of the guys went and looked at the car thinking like, why is this one red? Kind of a thing. Right. Yeah.
And then there was a guy that he put cigarette ashes, right?
Oh yeah.
And that's the first.
That's the first. Yeah. You don't.
Which, I mean, if someone put cigarette ashes on me, I'm not going to be happy.
Well, yeah, you're brand new.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a brand new car. Right. Somebody, he hops inside, he gets
so
all
I kind of
the
understand.
Smoke and the ashes. Yeah.
Right.
Kills him.
So he also, this is the one movie where I try to think back that did Christine kill anyone that didn't deserve it?
Well, he goes after the girlfriend because she's jealous.
Well, Christine's jealous.
Or
right.
did he just go after her when she starts beating on the dashboard?
Oh, that's true. I can't remember.
I can't remember if it was
I do remember. Yeah, he kills the bully, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes after the friend because the friend tries to destroy it.
Oh no! But even earlier, even in the factory, remember the guy? He chomps on the guy's hand on the hood, closes. And
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He didn't do anything.
Yeah,
it just got him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but ghost in here.
Christine, man.
Yeah.
My favorite scene is watching that thing get put back together.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like opposite Herbie. Car's alive, but it's a bad car.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, again, is it evil or bad?
It's killing people.
I mean, or is it just a car with an attitude? I don't know. But it did do some weird things to the guy, the boy who was driving it.
Oh yeah,
he
totally.
ended up getting all weirded out.
Yeah, it totally like possessed him. He
him.
went from the nerd to Mr. Cool Guy to Mr. Yeah, tough guy, evil guy.
Yeah. Christine, that's a good one. Highly recommend it.
I think that's my number one, Stephen King.
Well, let's hold on.
Well, no, I'm just saying overall. Okay. I mean overall. Well, since we're talking about Christine, right?
Right.
Yeah. But I think if I was going to have a Stephen King movie in my collection, that would probably be
the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like old cars.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Next one.
I'm
curious to talk about this one with you. I forgot the year. Children of the Corn. Is it 1985?
84.
84.
Oh, wait, now you're out of... Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, you're... Oh,
Yeah, because
yes.
Silver Bullet's 85.
Okay.
All right. Oh, shoot.
You
Just
spoilers.
spoilers.
Oh,
All right.
spoilers.
Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn. Okay, so I went to watch it.
Yeah.
Been years, and I kept thinking in my head it's a black and white movie, but it's not. But I got it confused with
Village of the Damned.
Village of the Damned, which have kids
Yes.
in the corn.
I can't remember if they're in the corn.
No, they were in the corn, right?
I don't remember. I've never seen the original Village of the Damned.
Maybe
I've
I'm
only
getting-
seen the remake with Christopher Reeve.
Were they in corn?
I don't think they were in corn. It's a farm community, but
I know, for some reason, maybe I'm just confusing. I know I've seen this version, so maybe I'm mixing the corn with the kids.
kids in corn, man.
Well, yeah, in
Regardless,
the Twilight Zone, the
It's
little
two freaky things.
Twilight Zone, where the little kid wishes the people into the cornfield.
Oh, that's right.
Another kid with corn.
Yeah. True.
Corn kid.
Yeah.
But they
There's
like,
actually a couple of other Stephen King movies
With corn?
and stories that involve corn. Getting
Corn?
lost in a cornfield.
okay.
I forgot what that one's called. And there's another one about almost like the Shining type story about a corn farmer. Anyways.
If The Shining had a corn maze,
Right. Yeah.
then, but it didn't have it had like a hedge maze,
Yeah.
but it could have.
All
been a
right.
corn
So
maze.
what did you think of this movie?
It was fun.
Okay.
It was, yeah, very well done. It was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Kids were creepy. I think, kind of getting, it was like this little religious cult of a group of kids, horrible, murderous, evil
Kids, right?
evil kids. But then we're spoilers, right? But then
Yeah.
it's like, what's up with what's the gopher monster? Like all of a sudden,
He who walks behind the rose is who you're talking about.
the gopher thing.
Or
'Cause-
Cloud.
Because it was like, or cloud or gopher.
or weird CG.
when the
thing.
guy, what's the guy's name? The guy in the movie, Horton something.
Which guy? The main guy?
The main guy,
The doctor.
the doctor. Let's just call him a doctor. I don't
Yeah.
remember his name. The doctor, like he ventures into the corn and like the stalks of corn like separate. They're like,
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't just creepy
There's-
kids. This is like
There's something there.
There's a force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie, like I like it because I think and that's a lot of things about these Stephen King movies. Like he's got always great premises. Like he thinks of like, what would a story be like if, in a small town, these kids killed all the adults and tried to live on their own?
Yeah.
What's that story look like? What's the story about the vampires in the New England town? And, I think his ideas are just great. This movie, like, I don't know, sometimes I wonder, like, if it would have just not gone to the supernatural and just stuck with the crazy kids.
Yeah, that's why it kind of seemed out of place when it started getting into the supernatural.
And I think I need to read this book. There's some of these books I bet it makes more sense. Because all of a sudden the whole supernatural did come out of nowhere. I felt like in this story. In the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you see like, it's stormy and clouds, but you kind of think that's
you can
just,
still think like,
that's just like,
right.
it's just it's fall and it's spooky Halloween time. That's just the weather changing to add to the.
But what is that little gopher thing that? Right?
Yeah, it was like
the Tremors.
Yeah,
Right.
It's like we're watching Tremors.
You never
now.
see it, right? It's
No.
just stick to one thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
And then what happens when the kid's he's on the cross and he turns into like a cartoon fire thing.
And then he just gets blown
Yeah,
up.
right. It's like, what?
I think he got like them possessed. I think he got taken over.
It's like-
he's like, Malachi, come here, Malachi.
Okay, so Malachi, was he a kid or like a kid?
He's a teenager. The Outlander.
But is he somebody that was? But he had the voice of like a midget character, like
Wait, no, you're talking about
Malachi.
no, Malachi's the redhead guy.
Yeah, no, the other guy,
You're talking about Isaac.
Isaac.
Yes.
He wasn't a kid.
No, I think he
was
was an
an
adult that had that disease.
Yeah,
And I think he, that's why he was able to
So they just got lucky.
convince the kids.
They actually got an actor, a really good actor. They just happened to have the same.
Oh, he might be a kid. They might have him as a kid, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how old that guy was. Isaac.
I meant to
was.
look up the actor because it seemed like he wasn't. He wasn't a kid. It's almost like he
came back in a sequel. Can you believe that there are 10 movies of this?
I'm really honestly.
Actually, there's 11. There's
I have
11.
no interest in seeing
No,
any additional movies
either.
beyond this one.
Actually, I watched a remake that they did, and it was horrible. But yeah, this is a 11 movie franchise right here. Like, people are just like cranking them out. Let's go. We need another Children of the Corn movie.
The Corn.
Yeah.
It's all about the
But
corn.
he does come back in like part 4. I read the Isaac's Return.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks kind of the same. But yeah, Malachi was the redhead guy.
Yeah, the
that was
redhead.
Like, Outlander, we have your woman, Outlander.
Yeah, he was brutal.
He was like the zealot.
Oh yeah.
That's where it was like you can tell the character of Isaac is an adult because he convinced all these kids, right?
Yeah.
But yet he still had some sort of reasoning and like, all right, well, I'm not going to punish these kids because she has the gift of sight. But the Malachi, who was like a zealot, like, no, broke your rules. You got to punish no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, he was black and white, whereas
Yeah.
Isaac was
He was a little
more gray and,
Yeah.
you know.
Now, when the kids turn 19, does the gopher monster eat them?
Yeah. He
Right, that's
sacrificed.
right,
That's it. Mm-hmm.
They don't just go like into the other side of
No.
darkness. They just get eaten by the gopher. We never
Yeah.
see it, right? We never see
You
the gopher.
never see it.
There's the fire at the end when you kind of see the face of the gopher.
That's true. You do see that.
Yeah. Gopher monster.
And another thing, the doctor, like Linda Hamilton, she was great.
Now, this was pre-Terminator, right?
This was 19. No, I think this is after
Was this
Terminator.
after Terminator?
When did Terminator come out? 83?
Oh,
Someone look that up.
somebody
When
look it
Terminator
up.
come out. Anyways.
Yeah. She seemed younger in this one, but it's probably like
She 84. Oh, same year. Okay.
yeah. Well,
Um,
then again, so which one's first?
Nah,
Terminator or
my guess is
I guess this was
Terminator was first.
I'm guessing that this one.
Hmm.
Well, you can't do release date because when did they shoot it? See, I don't know. Did James
That's true.
Cameron go like, Children of the Corn? He's great. I want her in my movie.
I wanted the Terminator.
Or did they go Children of the Corn? People said Linda Hamilton, Terminator. She's great. I want her in this movie.
Right. Oh, so this came out first.
Not necessarily.
Not
When
necessarily.
did they shoot?
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
If anybody knows, please in the comments.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the main guy in this movie.
30
He's just kind of like a.
30-something. Wasn't he in that 30-something show? Remember that?
I do. My parents were really into it, but I know what you're talking about. 30 something.
Yeah. I didn't watch it, but I knew about the show.
Yeah, my parents were super into it, and like our neighbor, like all our friends' parents, like I remember that they'd get together and watch it, and like us, we'd be playing it around.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
Was it like the Friends of their?
I guess
I
I don't think it
guess.
was fun. I don't think it was a funny show at all.
No, it was like a serious show,
Yeah.
right? It was like the 30-something,
Yeah.
and we got kids, and life's tough, and
Yeah,
I do remember. Yeah, that show was kind of a big deal.
but I do feel like the doctor was kind of. I don't know. I just felt like he was. I don't know. I just didn't care for him as a character. Kind of hoping he'd get it, but he didn't. I do like that
Yeah.
eventually at the one point he just starts fighting the kids.
Yeah.
I do like that because
Yeah.
it's like, you know, they are kids and they are dangerous. They're coming at you, but you could probably take a couple out. You know what I mean? Like you're and then you could scare the rest.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, when he steps into the group of them at the end, in the cornfield, and he's like starts giving them you could live a better
Yeah,
life than this. It's
right.
like these kids are whacked, man. You're not gonna change their mind by giving them some fancy 30 something speech.
You're like,
I mean,
all right, this is your after school moment. You guys need to turn around, turn your lives around.
Yeah.
He's like,
Like,
no,
no.
you guys are all gonna be locked up.
Yeah.
guys are crazy.
When the kids had him surrounded in the town square, and then what Malachi, and like at that point, he's gone, right? Because they all got knives.
Yeah.
They're completely surrounded. And then it was Malachi, right? Malachi comes running out and he says, "Oh, no, no." And so all the kids turn and look at him, which gave him he could escape at that point, which I thought was hilarious. Right.
Yeah.
Stupid kids. I'm out of here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I always recommend this movie to people because it's a good fall movie. Whether or not you like the ending, I don't know, but it's a great premise.
Yeah, and it's one of those classic horror movies, Children of the Corn. It's just a name that just pops up everywhere.
Yeah, and it's a saying too. It's like, oh man, it's like these Children of the Corn.
Yeah, Well, it's like
wild kids.
He's gonna wish you into the cornfield.
Right.
Corn.
Cool.
Wasn't Field of Dreams was a cornfield too, right? Wasn't it?
Yes. Only had one kid in that though.
Cornfield movies.
We should definitely do a top 5 corn movies.
Yeah.
Coming up. All right. Ready for the last one?
Give me some of your corn.
1985's Silver Bullet.
Wow. That's all I have to say is wow.
And you saw this for the first time,
The
right?
very first time.
Okay. What'd you think?
Okay, so you put the DVD in,
Mm-hmm.
the menu pops up, and it's got an image of the wolf man
Mm-hmm.
with holding a bloody bat
Yeah.
and a sparkling firework in his eye.
In his eye.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
How's this all going to play out?
How's this gonna? Yeah. And then right out of the gate, we see the guy on the train in the train yard, right,
Mm-hmm.
walking along. Werewolf comes out, just lops his head right off.
Just
I'm like,
one
slice,
one slice.
and, the head's on the ground, close up by the head,
Mhm.
and it's like, okay, now we know where this is going.
Yeah. So when this movie first came out, I think I was at a neighbor's house. They put this on, and I watched that opening scene, and I was like, "That's it, I'm out." I think I made some lame excuse that I had to go home, and I couldn't finish watching it, but it freaked me out.
Yeah, that's spooky because like
Yeah.
like the first time you see like somebody's head come off in a movie, that's
Mhm.
like more than like a person or a kid can handle.
Yeah.
That's too much.
And then once I got older, I watched more. of
Once
it,
you see it a
and-
few times, it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I love
Become-
this movie. It's silly. It's fun. I like werewolves. So like, yeah, I'm not a big vampire guy. I'm more of a werewolf
More of a
guy. 'Cause I
werewolf
like
guy.
werewolf movies.
Yeah.
But let's talk about, it's about a little boy who is paralyzed from
Yeah.
the waist down, which Corey Haim plays him, and he did a horrible job playing a paralyzed person. I don't know if there's a couple scenes you see him move his legs a lot.
Oh, really? Okay. I saw it
Yeah.
for the first time, all the way through, paid attention. I didn't notice.
He does.
Yeah.
But I remember what I loved about when I finally got around to watching the whole thing was his little like go-kart wheelchair that he has.
Yeah, he had a wheelchair, a gas-powered wheelchair. That his uncle.
It was freaking awesome.
His uncle Gary Busey
Gary
made for him.
Busey. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him too.
Yeah.
But-
And then he made him the motorcycle version.
And that's what's called the Silver Bullet.
They
Well,
called it
both of them were called Silver Bullet.
Oh
but,
yeah.
but that's the name. Makes him go fast. But
Now,
The
I
one-
wonder if when he wrote the story, it was like about the kid and he's got the wheelchair. Like, at what point did he name the wheelchair the Silver Bullet?
yeah, I don't know, because the story he wrote is not called Silver Bullet.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's called something else.
Oh,
But it's based off of this.
so
I think it's called like the Cycle of Werewolves or something.
cycle, the motorcycle
Or the-
wheelchair, chasing after the.
The Cycle of the Werewolf is the original
Oh,
novelette. Yeah. Yeah.
so what? So the thing with the motorized wheelchair, was that in the?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, it
to
plays
read
kind
that.
of a big part of the movie.
It does.
I don't know why, but it does.
Yeah. But Gary Busey is
Very-
the crazy uncle,
Yeah.
which, he's sitting there playing cards with them, just drinking wild turkey,
Yeah.
just not even caring, the thing in the world. Is on his third divorce.
Mm-hmm.
The mom is just looking at him like, "Oh, you're keeping my son awake with your Tales of Woe.
He gets responsible though towards the end of the movie.
Well, yeah, that was my whole thing. It was like there's a lot of irresponsibility shown, but then, well, they do it as a disguise of like, hey, you should go on this, and then all of a sudden the mom's like, oh yeah, you could be alone with my kids. I don't care.
Yeah,
And she's like, I'm gone. I'm
yeah,
gone.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so let me ask you, because obviously it's a big mystery on who the werewolf is. Did you
Mhm.
see that coming?
No.
I don't know if we should say who the werewolf is. So you were surprised when that part got revealed.
I wasn't surprised, but I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, what? Because for some reason I didn't think at the time, maybe because I forgot the whole thing about the werewolf being I don't know.
In the town.
Somebody in the town, like, yeah.
Yeah. The practical effects of the werewolf. What did you think of the look of the werewolf?
They're pretty good.
Did you think he looked like a big bear?
No.
Oh no.
No.
I guess so. Dino De Laurentiis, the producer,
Yeah.
he did not like the look of the werewolf, but that was Stephen King's like, this is exactly how I want my werewolf to look like.
Oh.
The prop guy who made it. So when the producer saw it, he did not like it. He said, "We're redoing it." Nope. And then Stephen King and the prop guys dug in their heels and say, "Nope, we're not." I'm not making another one. I'm not signing off on another one. So it stayed with this, and then the producer said, "Well, fine. I'm gonna get like this ballet dancer guy to be the werewolf and like to do the werewolf moves."
Well, what's a ballet guy gonna do?
Well, it went horrible, and they just made the actor who played the werewolf he's in the suit as the werewolf.
I'm trying to remember what he looked like.
The werewolf?
Well, he looked like this, right? Mostly, or is this more?
I wouldn't say. I when people say he looks like a giant bear, I see it. I can be like, yeah, I can see that.
I mean, I guess this is kind of bear-like, right? Kind of.
Yeah, werebear.
He's a werebear.
Yeah,
But it's a werewolf. It's not really a wolf. It's a
werewolf. Yeah,
werewolf. Yeah. Wow.
and again, there's some really cool like imagery and scenes of just like when he's on the bridge doing the fireworks, and you're seeing the reflection of the werewolf standing in the water.
Yeah.
I always thought like, oh, that's a cool scene.
Yeah.
He's watching him.
It's very 80s,
Yes,
but in a fun way.
in a good way.
In a good way. It doesn't hide anything. It's just fun right in front of your face.
Mm-hmm. You kind of said it's kind of like the Goonies meet werewolf.
Kinda.
Yes,
It's got that vibe.
You said that before I rewatched it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean,
The tone.
If one of the Goonies gets torn apart,
Yeah, it's a very bloody Goonies. No,
Because
Goonies is
my son was torn apart.
yeah. Yeah, if
Torn apart to
Goonies
pieces.
got the tone of the movie is very Goonies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because
That's fun.
it gets whimsical and not whimsical, but just almost like, oh, this is like a teenage '80s movie.
Yeah, because it doesn't have any like really serious dramatic
No,
like The Shining.
right,
That's just horrific.
correct. Yeah,
Poor Wendy. Oh, poor Wendy. It's awful.
Yeah.
No, but this was more playful. Playful?
Playful. That's the right term.
Playful.
Yeah, but not playful in a sense that like your kids should watch.
No,
the movie,
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, there's so many Stephen King movies out there that I could talk about more. The Mist, he's made so many. I'm a huge fan. I think, yeah, I have a lot of his movies. I don't have them all, but I have a big amount of all his movies. So that being said, out of the 5 that we watched and we discussed,
Mm-hmm.
let's rank them. So you tell me, what is your number 5?
Did I put these? I'm trying to think if I put my list in order. Oh, maybe I did. Yeah, now looking at my list, I think it's in order. Okay, so number 5 was The Shining.
The Shining. That's your least favorite.
Least favorite of this group.
of this group.
Of this group.
Got it. Okay.
It's a movie you got to see and we got to talk about. But the least favorite, Jack was just mean.
Jack was
He's
mean.
just mean. I don't like him. He's just so mean. Why do you have to be so mean?
It's the house, man.
All right. So am I going through my whole list, or are we going?
Okay, I'll do my 5.
Okay. So what was your number 5?
My number 5 is probably out of this list.
Children of the Corn.
It probably is Children of the Corn.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
But I like his premise so much. Like I think out of all these, the Children of the Corn premise is so good. It's just, yeah. I just kind of wish maybe it didn't get supernatural, or if the supernatural was different. I don't know. But still recommend it.
Yeah, it's really hard to put these in order. They're kind of on the same line. Oh well.
What's your number 4?
My number 4. Yeah, I'm moving my list around in my head right now because I'm just gonna go with what I wrote down. Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Werewolves.
Werewolves. Well, like werewolves are cool.
All right. My number 4 is Christine.
Okay. You're not a car guy.
I'm not a car guy. I do like cars, but yeah, I guess I'm not a car
Right,
guy.
Yeah.
And it's good,
Yeah.
but
I just love the whole car getting smashed up and it coming back alive.
that is cool.
And getting smashed up and coming back to life.
Yeah.
And that scene where it's coming down the road and it's on fire. Oh,
Oh,
man.
I do forgot about that.
Oh,
yeah.
man. That was spooky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Where are we at?
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay, I'm swapping. I'm changing my list. Okay, number 3. I'm gonna put Children of the Corn as number 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's higher than I thought it would be for you. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Kids and corn.
Kids and Corn, man. It's freaky.
Man. Corn pop.
Yeah. All right. My number 3 is, and it could be really interchanged with Christine, to be honest with you. They're pretty equal. It is Silver Bullet.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I like them just because they're both really good, solid stories from beginning to end. Like they're just good movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the edge is because I'm more of a werewolf guy than I am a car guy.
Yeah.
So I'm more into werewolves. So
Werewolves. Big
Yeah.
grin. Did you ever dress up as a werewolf
I
for
did.
Halloween?
I was Teen Wolf. Because
What do you have like a Letterman jacket and everything?
I
and,
didn't have the Letterman jacket because it was one of those like hodgepodge costumes where I just told my mom I want to be Teen Wolf. I think I had a jersey and I had a cool hat, wearing my hat backwards, but I looked like a werewolf.
How'd you do the face?
It was brown face,
Okay.
and my grandma made almost like a beard, kind of.
Oh.
And then
Was it knit? Was it like yarn?
no, it was like shaggy, and I had like
Yeah.
teeth that popped
Oh,
up,
nice.
and I had a wolf nose.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that I didn't like. I did not like putting that nose on because it was like I had to put glue on my nose. I don't know.
Wow, they actually did the glue and everything.
Yeah,
huh? Oh.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And I had these like wolf gloves that I had forever
Yeah.
after that Halloween. I just remember they were just always in my house.
Did they like rot, fall apart? They like
No,
those
I don't know
latex?
what I think I
No?
eventually just threw them away. But
Oh.
when I moved out,
Mm.
when I moved out, I think I finally got rid of them. But yeah, I was definitely a werewolf for Halloween.
That's cool.
Teen Wolf, Michael J. Fox.
Teen Wolf.
All right, what's your number 2?
Salem's Lot.
Okay,
And I don't like vampires.
no, but the story's good, right?
Yeah, the story's good.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about the story that was interesting is that outside of other vampire movies was like, it was like taking over the town, like
Yeah.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's not like you could fight these things because as soon as they make eye contact with you, they put the whammy on you and then you're done.
Right.
You're done. Boom.
Yeah.
There's no fighting them at that point.
My only like, and I'll just say it too, Salem's Lot's my number 2. My only like criticism about that is I feel like even when I watched the one in the 90s, the Rob Lowe version, I'm like, you see what's coming. Why didn't you get out of the town? Like, I feel like as audience, we see that you had opportunities to leave early. because you should know what's happening.
No, but he was telling them that the vampires are doing their thing, and nobody believed him.
Right. So get out. Like, be gone.
Yeah, but he was writing a story about the house. The dude, right? You talking about the dude? Why did he not leave?
No. There's a group of them, right? Wasn't it him, the priest?
Yeah.
I can't remember. It was like 4, and then another kid.
Yeah.
Like, just leave.
Yeah, but they're on a crusade to stop it, though.
Yeah, I guess. But
I think. Right?
I would not take up that crusade. I'd be gone.
You go out of the town and try to tell people we got to.
I said, hey, look, there's a vampire town. And people will be like, what? I don't believe you. Like,
it's like a vampire epidemic. It's going to spread.
It's going to spread.
You go to the military, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to find some crazy military guy. We got to nuke this town.
Yeah.
Big military guy with a cigar.
Right.
That's
right.
it. We're going to nuke
We're
the
gonna
town.
nuke it. Just get the key. Just like, no.
And then you'd be like some activist saying,
we can't nuke it.
We can't nuke it. Vampire. My cousin was a vampire. You don't understand.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will say this. I think I remember if what we're saying about Salem's Lot, or if you've seen Salem's Lot, I highly recommend on Netflix a show called Midnight Mass. Highly recommend it.
Midnight.
Actually, it's not even a show. It's a miniseries, like 10 or 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Beginning to end. That's it.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. You should watch it. Tell me what you think.
Midnight
All right.
Mass. Okay.
So that's our number 2.
That's our number 2.
What's your number 2? What's your number 1?
My number 1 is Christine.
Because you're a car guy.
I'm a car guy.
Yeah.
I like that the car is like just terrorizing people. I don't know. The visual, the imagery is really good.
Yeah.
And when the car attacks people, it's like the kid. Remember the kid? He thinks he's safe, and he kind of gets on that little hallway in the garage, and
the light, right?
No, the car can't get him. The car can't get him
Yeah.
because the car's too wide.
Yeah.
Remember that? And the kid's then he starts like yelling, and he's like insulting the car, and the car's like that. Nope, you're dead. And the car just wedges itself
That's
in there,
right.
and it starts tearing the fenders off and just goes right at him.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't stop this thing.
Because the car's like, I'm gonna get to you.
I'm gonna get to you. I don't care if it trashes me. And then you see him in the next scene, and it's all like restored again. You're like, what?
Which is good because you want to be in a situation, or you want to watch a movie where like for me, if you say like, oh, there's a killer car out there, well, that's easy to escape. Just go into a building.
Yeah.
But like if you put, take the rules off of the car and like, well, no, the car can do other things too.
Yeah. And it
I feel like there was a movie, I don't know if it was Christine. Like I said, that's the only one I haven't seen in a while. Where doesn't the headlight, something pop out of the headlight like a hand?
Oh,
Maybe,
what's that?
maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Sounds like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of
No, it's not that.
movie thing.
It was like some sort of car movie. Maybe it's Maximum Overdrive. Maybe I'm thinking something like that.
Or a hand comes out of the headlight?
It's not an actual hand. I'm just saying the headlight extends itself to kill somebody. It's not. Yeah. So I can't remember. But all right, my number 1 is The Shining.
Yeah.
I think it's the best acted, best directed. The score is iconic. It freaked me out. And I look back at that, like I can't say why it freaked me out a lot, but it's just did.
The tone.
The tone. And again, the acting with Shelley Duvall and Jack Nicholson and even Scatman Crothers.
Yeah.
Just really, really was just right on. And yeah, that's my number 1. You should watch another Stephen King movie.
Which one?
You should watch It.
No, I don't want to watch that. I don't like clowns. Stephen King.
well,
I kind of want to see Maximum Overdrive. I don't know why.
All right, well, I'll let you borrow it.
And I'm going to say, oh, you own it.
Yeah, of course I own
Even though it stinks.
I mean, I've got a problem. I do. I got a problem with being a completist. Like, I feel like
You got to have the whole collection.
Because I'm a Stephen King fan. It's like, look, I got to own your movie.
I don't think there's another one.
And what's cool about the one I have too, it's like a limited edition, interviews and stuff, which is what we love. And so
it's got that clown on the front, the Joker.
Green Goblin, Spider-Man. Yeah. Well, all right. Thank you guys for tuning in our top 5 Stephen King adaptations, Stephen King movies. Yeah, let us know what your favorite Stephen King movie is, especially if it's one that we did not mention. And yeah, please like, subscribe, helps us out. And see you in the next one.